Hey guys, I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Happy Friday to you, coming to you live from the Greatness Factory. Man, have we had a big day here. 3 monster producer classes, packed house, standing room only. And here's what I'm trying to teach these monster producers, which is what I'm trying to teach you. Never get too busy being fabulous. This is a phrase I stole from the Eagles because they wrote a song called Too Busy Being Fabulous, and it's about how to overcome this concept of busy and overwhelm and how to refocus your time, your attention, your money, your resources toward your dominant focus. You got to quit getting distracted, quit majoring in the minors, and you got to quit being too busy being fabulous. And that, my friend, is what we're tackling today on Super Coach. Hey guys, this is Coach Michael Burt. I am so glad you joined me for Super Coach. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe a good coach will have conversations with you don't want to have, make you do some things you don't want to do, help you become something you didn't think you could become. You see, you can't see the picture when you're inside the frame. You can't reach your own potential without the help of another person helping you break through those ceilings of success. I'm Coach Michael Burt, and I'm going to find the kryptonite in your life, and I'm going to do it on this show, Super Coach. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back, Super Coach. Every week coming to your life to really do 3 things: multiply your life, multiply your money, multiply your business. I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. If you're just tuning in, about 10 years ago, I began to build a coaching company that really offers process, system, structure. What I'm really doing is trying to produce monster producers, and it's working. Most of the people in our program have grown about 43% year over year. We had a lot of people here today. People came all the way from Phoenix, Arizona. Good to see you, Christy Morgan. We got all kinds of people. Chuck Clark came from Arkansas, and we had 2 packed houses at 7:30 to 9 and 9 to 11 here at the Greatness Factor, because we believe in stepping into your greatness. We believe everybody needs a good coach. We believe a good coach can change your life. And I believe, topic of today's show, is that you need to quit being too busy being fabulous. And if I've ever heard an excuse in today's world, I've heard this one over and over and over again, is I'm just too busy. Well, let me just punch you right in the face right out of the gate here and say this: you ain't too busy. It ain't a priority to you to call people back. It ain't a priority to work a selling system. It ain't a priority to you to get yourself in order. And I had a phrase when I was a coach that always said this: there comes a time when winter asks what you did all spring and summer. And there will come a time when later happens whether you're ready for it or not. So you got to quit using this excuse as I'm just too busy. Yes, you are too busy. So let me give you 4 or 5 things we're going to tackle today. You're busy, but you're not productive. You're busy, but you're not profitable. To all the hustlers out there that are hustling and grinding and pushing, but you're not making any money, you may be busy, but you're not profitable. You may be busy, but you're going nowhere. You're still at the same place today as you was 5 years ago. Maybe you made marginal or incremental growth, but you're not making major growth. It's not intentional. You may be busy and overwhelmed, majoring in the minors, which means you're fishing for bluegill versus blue marlin. You're out there in the world chasing and solving little bitty problems in the world. And so you got to understand the difference, my friends, between high value and low value. And that's really what today's show about, is because when I hear a person say I'm too busy, I'm like, let me see the volume you're doing. Okay, a real estate agent doing 2 deals a month ain't too busy. A mortgage originator doing 3 deals a month ain't too busy. A person doing a little bitty deal ain't too busy. What the problem is you don't have priorities around the highest value of your time toward your dominant focus. And the dominant focus is the single tangible outcome you would like to drive in a 12-month cycle as measured in 30-day windows. And so a dominant focus is a number. It's a goal. It's a target. Okay? And every action you take is either driving you toward that target or away from that target. Now, in most businesses that we coach, it's real simple. It's a revenue target. Mine for my coaching business is $2.4 million of revenue. So people ask me, how do we get there? Well, we wake up and we take specific, intentional activity toward that target. So we generate money through speaking, coaching, training, leading, products, our studio that we rent out, right, Jack? Okay, online academies, partnerships, affiliate deals. This is how all the things we do to generate revenue. Most millionaires, as you know, have 7 forms of revenue, 7 streams of revenue. Well, here's what I would tell you. The difference between a high value of your time and a low value of your time is it's either revenue producing or revenue protection. And that's all you need to know. It's either helping us make some money or it's helping us keep some money. Okay, so today I'm going to show you really 4 areas that a person is losing a lot of money. Okay, and so what you're doing is you may be busy, and I say busy doing what? Busy going to B&I meetings? Busy going to low networking meetings where you're not making any money? Busy going to social events where nothing comes from it? Busy out there goofing off around that's not producing any revenue for you? You're busy, but you're not profitable, you're not productive, and you're busy majoring in the minors. And when I see a person doing that, I'm like, you're just too busy being fabulous, man. It's what you're doing. And if you know the backstory of that song, it's Glenn Fry, I think it was, of the Eagles, came home one night. He'd been out on tour with the Eagles, and his wife had left him a sticky note, a Post-it note on his refrigerator. And she said, you were just too busy being fabulous to even think about your own family. And that got his attention. He wrote the song, Too Busy Being Fabulous. So I want to ask you this question before we go to break and before I give you some kryptonite. And kryptonite's the one thing that's holding you back. Are you busy but not profitable? Are you busy but not going anywhere? Are you busy but majoring in the minors? Are you fishing for bluegill in Percy Priest Lake or blue marlin in the Gulf of Mexico? Are you spending your time in the highest value of that time toward your dominant focus? And that's the single tangible outcome you need to be driving in a 12-month cycle as measured in 30-day windows. We can't get too busy being fabulous to think about the most important things in our business, which is revenue production or revenue protection. Let me give you some kryptonite to get you out of segment number 1. You are busy doing all the wrong things. What's the old country music song? I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. You may be out there. You may be doing things. You may be busy, but it's in all the wrong things. You hang around the wrong people because they don't have any money. You hang around people who don't have any power and influence. You go in places, right? And you're spending time with people that would never, ever buy your services. I call it sales flirting. You talk, you hand out business cards, you're real friendly, but you're really not getting to the core of the problem. Money changes hands one time, guys, when problems are solved. When you come back in segment number 2, I'm going to show you the 4 areas I think you're losing a lot of money by being too busy in low value areas. You're watching Super Coach. I'm live from the Greatness Factory. This is Coach Michael Burt. Hey guys, this is Coach Michael Burt. You know what I'm holding in my hand? Yes, that's right. A little book that had some of the biggest impact of anything I have ever written. And it's called Person of Interest. How to become the person other people want a piece of and cannot live without. I believe money follows 4 things. It follows energy, it follows attention, it follows circulation, and it follows calculated activity. Just stop right now and think about the people who are producing at the highest levels in your market. Are they getting a lot of attention because they become known or famous for something? They're renowned, they're celebrated, there's high buzz about them. Do they have good energy? Are they open? Are they inviting? Do they circulate and move? And do they have calculated and coordinated activity? The answer is yes. See, if you want to be a person of interest, you want to become a person that other people cannot live without. You are a must-have versus a nice-to-have. Until you get those 4 things going for you, you're not a person of interest. You're just a regular old normal person out in the world. And the world never follows anything normal. Here's what I tell you. Quality never goes on sale. Quality, you can't get, okay, the only thing you can get cheap is cheap things because quality never goes on sale. If you want to cheapen anything, just make it common. People of interest create remarkable results and they get lots of attention. I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Pick up a copy of Person of Interest. Come to my program, Monster Producer, and I'll show you personally how to drive up your POI score. Welcome back, Super Coach. Tom Love, watching us online, said you're about to get a pay raise. It becomes effective the moment you do, right? Now, we're living in a world, guys. Welcome back to Super Coach. Today we're talking Too Busy, Being Fabulous, live from the Greatness Factory. Had a great program today, Monster Producer. I believe a monster producer is a legendary creature that combines multiple skill sets to dominate a market. And so what I'm basically doing is coaching business people, entrepreneurs who are interested in growth, more money, more time, more freedom, more structure, and they want to show some type of hyper growth, very intentional. And so the first thing we have to get clarity on is we have to get clarity on what is the highest value of your time. Okay, and the highest value of your time, think of it this way. There's 86,400 seconds in a day, 24 hours in a week, 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, and they are non-refundable seconds. So your time is so critical. There is a low value of your time. Joe Bigelow, good to see you today, my man. And there is a high value of your time. So this all starts by understanding that we first have to start with where we're going, which is our dominant focus. My dominant focus is $2.4 million of revenue. It's less than 2% churn. It is a minimum of 5 success stories a week, right? And it's out there growing a national and global and international brand. Those are my dominant focus, but it starts with that revenue number. Without the revenue number, I can't go do all the other things I got to do. I can't expand the staff. I can't pay for marketing. I can't do affiliate deals. I can't do the online. This is very critical. It's mission critical. So without this, guess what I don't know? I don't know the highest value of my time versus the lowest value of my time. So you say, what do I got to do? I got to marry my best strategies with the way I spend my time. Okay? My best strategy is to be in front of people live. So the best thing I can get to live is this right here. So you may tell me the best way to reach more people like this is do more video like this, right? To have more super coaches, to do more live events, to capture that video. That is actually the highest use of my time. Why? Because I'm trying to transfer my knowledge, my skill, my desire, my confidence to you. And if you're buying, you're interested. If you're interested, you're coming. You're getting in Monster Producer. You're getting a higher cut, a deeper level of this. You're really, really engaging. So where are you losing money? Well, I think you're losing money in 3 big areas. Number one, you're losing money because we don't have a selling system tied to the highest value of our time. That is multiple strategies working in conjunction with each other to try to generate a customer. So this is where we talk about hit list, farm club, top 25, database, social media, video, right? This is all of the strategies we're using in conjunction with each other to try to do one thing: create more customers. Money follows attention. Money follows circulation. Money follows activity. Money follows calculated actions. So if you're not getting enough business, it's because you don't have enough exposure to your product and services. And because of that, you're losing a lot of money because you're the greatest kept secret in all of your cities. Like, you're really good, but nobody knows it, okay? The second place you're losing a lot of money, for all the people out there, Ben Walker III, Dale Childress, Dominique Gill, Joe Giglio. Second place you're losing money is in the follow-up. Here's what every stat in America says, guys. It takes 7 to 15 touches to convert a prospect to a client. If you're going 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. We're working with the real estate team the other day. They had 1,305 leads come in the first quarter and 5 closings. What does that tell me? They're not following up like they need to be following up. Because if they were following up like they need to be, surely to goodness we can get more than 5 out of 1,305. So how many touches should be going? You should be going 7 great touches. You should challenge a prospect to create a healthy tension between you and the prospect. And if money changes hands when problems are solved, then the best thing you got to do in the follow-up is articulate how you can solve the problem better than anybody else. So you're losing money with no selling system. You're losing money being fabulous with no follow-up. And a third place you're losing money is because you're not engaging with your customers enough. Here's some stats. In most interactions that are transactional by nature, less than 9% of people even remembered the transaction or the person. Every deal you do should be worth 5.7 referrals. 98% of people never call a customer back once they get them in the door. Here's what I would tell you. How much money are you actually losing as a result of this? How much money are you losing? Because what are you doing? You're too busy being fabulous. You're too busy to think about the money. You're too busy. Why did they ask the number one bank robber why he robbed banks? Because that's where the money was. So for you, what is more important in your business, guys? What are you so busy doing? Either getting new customers or spending time with your current customers. And here's where I see a lot of companies that are losing money, okay, is because you're not extracting those referrals out of your current customer base. There is so much money out of your current customer base that you're not tapping into. There is so much money due to lack of follow-up that you're losing. It don't matter if you're generating thousands of leads if nobody's following up with them. It don't matter if you're generating thousands of leads if you don't have a good explanation of services when you get them on the phone. It don't matter if you're getting 100 customers. You could be getting 300, 500, 1,000. And everybody, including us, have got to do a better job of extracting this deal. So here's my question. What are we doing? Okay? What Nicholas Cole was like, what are we doing here? It's either revenue producing or revenue protection. Everything else is majoring into minors. The conversations you're having in the hallways talking about the weekend and what you're going to do last week and how tired you are and how late you stayed up and how your kid didn't do. Who cares? Who cares? You either helping us make money or you costing us money, or you're helping us protect the money that we've already got by engaging with our customer. I do not believe in customer service. I believe in customer engagement. I try to over-engage with my customers, not under-engage. I don't believe in under-promise and over-delivering. I believe in over-promise and over-deliver. Now, your products and services may not be right for everybody, but for the people they're right for, magic is going to happen. So what are you too busy doing? Okay, let me go back and say it again, and I'm going to give you some kryptonite. Are you busy but not productive? Are you busy but not profitable? Are you busy but going nowhere? Are you busy majoring into minors? Chasing little bitty bluegills, man. Go after the deals that make you the most money. All right? Let me come on back right here, give you some kryptonite and get you out of here on the second segment. You use the word overwhelmed when you should be saying low capacity. I hear this a lot. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Listen, overwhelmed is a state of mind. I guarantee you it's because you have little retention and little capacity. I can show you a person doing 10 times the amount you are right now in your industry. So overwhelm is this. We're never at capacity. We're not busy. We're dynamic. We're never at capacity. We're dynamic. We're never overwhelmed. We're always growing. That's the concept you need to be taking. We'll hire more people. We'll get more staff. We'll raise our prices. We'll do something. But don't let yourself turn a minute of overwhelm into a day, into a week, into a month. Because you know what it is? You're contracting versus expanding, and that is never the way to build a business. When we come back in the final segment, I'm going to give you 4 places you got to let it go. And when I say let it go, just know this. The skills that got you out of Egypt can't always get you to the promised land. Some people are more valuable in the past than they are in the future. It could be it could be time to say, let's quit being busy, being fabulous, and start being great at what it is we do. And we'll become famous for the results that we're getting. You're watching Super Coach. Come on back, and I'm going to talk about the big kahuna, the kahuna of comfort, when we come back in segment
Hey,
number
this is
3.
Coach Michael Burt, and have you ever been to a retreat where you got to get away from the pressure of the world and just talk business, talk ideas, but also mix business with pleasure? You see, a few weeks ago, I spent time in Seaside, Florida with some of my good friends, and man, I had so many breakthroughs. I was able to reinvent, reimagine my business, and I said, I have got to create a way for people to come together and go on a retreat with me. So we've developed the Super Retreat with the Super Coach, September 23rd through the 26th, or September 27th through the 30th. Seaside, Florida, 4 days with me and other like-minded people. We'll mastermind in the morning. We'll spend time by the pool drinking margaritas and having fun in the afternoon and going to dinner with each other at night. $2,500 investment. That includes your lodging and the mastermind and your lunches. And then we spend the rest of the time working on your business. Now here's the deal. I can only take 10 people at each of these nice big houses. Everybody gets their own bedroom. That $2,500 includes 2 people. If you like to bring a friend or your spouse, come to Seaside with me in September and go on the Super Retreat with the Super Coach. And I promise you, you'll have the big ideas you needed and the refreshment you needed to finish the year strong.
What's up? Welcome back to Super Coach. Are you coming with me to Seaside? I got maybe one spot. I don't even know if I can sell this because I think we sold it out. September 27th through the 30th is the only date I got available. If you want to go with me to Seaside, get one-to-one access with me plus 9 other people, plus my good buddy Scott Nagy, millionaire down there who's built and sold his company for millions of dollars. And if you're not a monster producer, why are you not a monster producer? The big kahuna, the kahuna of comfort, Shane Ray, is in Monster Producer. And here's what he's learned in Monster Producer: how to grow and scale a business and build it out. And his little mind is just turning. And he's in the heating and cooling business. And it don't have to be boring. Go to bigkahuna. That's not Big Kahuna. It's aloha.com, okay? I hope he owns a website, bigkahuna.com, because that kahuna means expert. Shane Ray, Big Kahuna. Go to Aloha. Just call aloha.com. And go ahead and get him out there to work on your heating and cooling business. Shane, we love you, brother. Thank you for being a good friend to Monster Producer and to the Coach Michael Burt Super Coach Show. Now, we're too busy being fabulous. I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it. This is where we're busy doing low profitable things, low value activity. It is not aligned with their best customer getting strategy. It is not high value activity. It is not moving us closer to a goal. And here's what I want you to remember. It's like winning a championship. You're either moving toward your dominant focus or everything you're doing is away from it. So what is high value activity? Any specific intentional activity that generates revenue or protects revenue. That is high value activity. Now, if you notice, I use a Monster Producer planner where I come into the day and my high value activity is already charted. It's already mapped out. So I've got my goals every day. And I'm looking at where I am in relationship to my numbers. So here's my goal, 200,000. Here's where I'm currently at today, and how many days do I have left in the month? Where am I currently at? How many days do I have left in the month? Now, I can be busy all day long and do nothing to sell anything. I can be busy all day long and not move my ball down the field. I can be busy all day long and not be doing activities that are tied to my dominant focus. So for you, you got to let some things go. Here's some things I think you may need to let go. Number one, you may need to let go of all your low-value activity. And you know what it is. It ain't producing any revenue. You may need to let go of the bottom 20% of your customers that are costing you time and energy. And here's what I found. The people that pay the less amount of money are always the ones that complain the most. Big-time people don't complain. Small-time thinkers and low-ordinance thinkers are the ones that always bitch and moan and complain about everything, okay? 2, you need to let go of your energy suckers. If it's not giving you energy, if it's not creating energy for you, why are you doing it? Here's the 4th thing. You need to let go of your excuses. And that is a self-proclaimed opt-out clause. Now, we are in July. That is the midpoint of the year. Here's what I know. If you keep using this excuse of being busy and you don't change any of your strategy or add any new strategies in July, you will produce the exact same results that you did in June, that you did in May. If you want new results, you need new ways of thinking. You can't get a new result with an old way of thinking. You can't meet a new stimulus with an old response. So what's happening is you're getting caught up saying you're busy, but you're not really busy moving your ball down the field toward your dominant focus. So you are busy but not productive, busy but majoring in the minors, busy but fishing for bluegill. You see what I'm saying? You're busy and you're not really pushing this ball down the field. So what are you involved in? Low value activity. You're dealing with the bottom 20% of your customer base versus your top 25, which is where all the money is. You're dealing with a bunch of energy suckers and you're making all kinds of excuses. Bad results always follow what? Lousy excuses. Now, you say, Coach, man, you're beating up on me here today. I'm only beating up on all the knuckleheads out there that use this excuse of being busy. That's who I'm beating up on, okay? And for me, I get caught up in activities all day long, but it's not money-generating activity. I'm sitting there going, man, right, there's so much opportunity that we could be pouncing on. A person says they're interested, but you don't follow up. You don't have anything to push them to. You're not getting involved in high profitable activity. You're just doing a bunch of stuff, and what? You're just not making it happen. So this whole hustler, grind, theme. I get it, man. I get it. But are you producing fruit? You can't get good fruit out of bad seed. You follow me? You can't get good fruit out of bad seed. So the seed is what you're sowing, and if you sow right, you produce a harvest, right? And Charles Stanley, the great pastor, always said, we always reap what we sow, more than we sowed it, for longer than it was sown. Let me get you out of here with some kryptonite. Man, I had some fun today with you on Super Coach. God bless you for watching us. Every week I try to give you some mojo here from the Greatness Factory. Here's the deal. Quit being fabulous and start being productive. And when you get productive enough, you can be as fabulous as you want. I do believe you have the goods. I do believe you're capable. I just think maybe you don't know what you need to be doing. And I believe, just like Maya Angelou does, when we know better, we do better. What we do with our coaching programs is show people how to be more focused and intentional through their systems so they can go produce more revenue. And when they produce more revenue, they can expand, they can grow, and then they can be super fabulous. Guys, I want to see you in Monster Producer. Every single week I come to you. Go to monsterproducer.com if you're interested. Even if you're interested at all and just knowing more about what we can do for you, just email us, info@coachburt.com. I'm interested in coaching people that are interested in their potential. Okay? Just don't get too busy being fabulous. I'm Coach Michael Burt, the Super Coach. Hope you have a great weekend. Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Have you ever had cotton candy? Tastes good for a second and then it all goes away. Well, that's what you got when you came and heard me speak. It tasted good. It tasted real good, didn't it? You liked it. You were interested. And you know what I reminded you of? Your potential. That kinetic energy that's stored inside of you that's waiting to come out. But you know what you know? You don't have a coach in your life. See, I can't really do the work I need to until you commit to a coaching program. You see, I define coaching as a set of systematic and consistent behaviors that allows you to do something tomorrow you cannot do today. You got the confidence, you got the energy, you got the swag, but what you don't have are the systems and the structures and the accountability, and that's what my coaching program will provide for you. You need to be in Monster Producer. Monthly coaching, live or online. We send you the replay the very next week. You get a condensed version in the third week. Mastermind in the fourth week. Accountability sessions every single week. Every monster I'm coaching is averaging 43% increase or more. Why are you not in the program? You see, that day I reminded you what a good coach can do for you. Now it's time for you to take action. I can't help you until you commit. Will you sign up for Monster Producer? I know Bill Maddox has been working you. Now it's time for me to work you. Commit to your potential. I'm Coach Michael Burt, and I will see you in Monster Producer.